Hello, my name is Derek Jensen. I have been in the economic development world since I was 16. I'm currently 46. So you're looking at the last 30 years, whether it is working with small cities such as Altus or Weatherford, where I went to college, or working in larger cities like Oklahoma City with the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber of Commerce, working with Main Street programs, and then of course I've currently lived in the city of Norman and have lived here for the last 20 years of my life, or close to 20 years actually. A little bit last about 18 years. So I am very excited to start this new chapter of this channel and kind of what I am doing. I wanted to make sure and give you an introduction to the name change and what it means and what my vision is, and kind of talk about some of the rules regarding this page and my YouTube channel and things that are all going to kind of come to fruition in 2023. First off, the name change. The name change is called Future Growth Envision Norman. Why? Because I really want to build this page to discuss the future, the growth, and the Norman vision that we have. So we are excited to have that happen. And it is going to happen kind of whether we like it or not. Norman's going to grow. We are very uniquely situated in that we have a Division I college in our city. So we have students, about 36,000 or more, that come in every year for 9 months. So they will be here. They will cause the city to grow on their own, along with some of the other programs and people involved with the economic development community here in Norman. With that being said, I want to set some ground rules as far as like what I expect the page and the comments and the stuff underneath to kind of be about. First and foremost, this page is not a place to bash Norman. This page is not a place to get into a fight about kind of an economic development plan or a project that you don't like or something like that. This is not the place for that. This is relatively, if you want to say, is it a PR page? Yes, in some ways it is. It is a chance for us to celebrate Norman, to celebrate our culture, our people, what we have here, and kind of create this vision for people that want to come into Norman and say, hey, that's a place I'd like to live, I'd like to work and play. Yes, I did use your tagline. I like it. It's good. But it's really looking at what's happening here and letting other cities know that, yes, we're alive and well. Yes, we have a lot going on. As a matter of fact, we were the fastest growing city beyond Oklahoma City. We were faster growing than Edmond last year. And yet, not everyone would know that. Not everyone would know what happened. And that was post-pandemic. That was post-1 year pandemic. So that was even a bridal growth. That was like a growth after we'd all been through a lot. So what did that mean when we're looking at the idea of like taking the reins and giving kind of growth and opportunity? It could mean that we're going to grow much faster. And we have several accelerants that are coming into Norman that everybody needs to be aware of. Whether you're from here, whether you're looking at coming here, putting a business here, developing here, or creating an event here, whatever that looks like, you're coming to Norman. There's some things you need to be aware of. One, we are going to be an SEC city. In the next couple years, we are leaving the Big 12 Conference and going to the SEC. That has changed the vision of Norman in some ways because SEC cities have a different kind of a culture around them, and the way that they grow is pretty quick. Now, to compound that, we also are in the process of building a regional transit system with Oklahoma City and Edmond, and that is going to have a major impact on our city because you'll be able to travel back and forth. You'll be able to live in different spaces. People will be able to work in the city, live in Norman, and hop a train and get back and forth, or Edmond and do the same thing. That is incredible, and that is an opportunity for us to really build this city the way it's going to be built because it will grow. That is not even up for discussion. Norman's going to grow. It's not going to shrink. So we have to get very comfortable with the idea that we are in a growth mindset kind of whether we like it or not. Here it comes. So, what do we do about it? Well, one, we start to tell people what's happening, what's going on, what our city is, who we are, what we're about, and kind of let people know that this is who we are. The second thing we have to do is we really have to embrace the culture that we are. In case you're wondering, let's say you're not from Norman, Oklahoma. This is the first time you've stumbled upon this page and thought, well, who is Norman? Norman is a very diverse place. We are, if you look at our intelligence numbers, we are highly degreed because we do have a Division I institution in our city. We have over 240 nonprofits in the city. We very much work with people from all walks of life. We are an international city in that we have people from all over the world here. We are a very diverse city, whether it is socioeconomic, it could be gender, it could be race, ethnicity, it could be geographic location. All the different subcultures are welcome in Norman. It's one of the things that we're very proud of. We have anyone, as far as the political spectrum, from the most conservative to the most liberal, all in one city. And yet we all love to play. We all love art. We have an art walk that happens every month. The second Friday art walk happens every month, 12 months a year. It's incredible. We have wellness projects such as The Well that is incredible that recently opened. And we have parks, like a whole bunch of parks where you can do yoga. You can get together with people. We have a beautiful lake right outside of our city, Lake Thunderbird and Lake Thunderbird State Park. There's just so much going on here. And we have Love Live Music, and we have the Norman Music Festival. I mean, there's just this energy that comes with being here for a 9-month period. It's super energetic. And then in the summertime, it's really cool because it chills out. And it's a little bit quieter. Why? Because our students leave for a little bit. That's a chance for our Normanites to kind of take a breath and enjoy being in the summer. And so it's a fun place to be. It's a fun city to be in. And hopefully you have a chance to come and join us. When it comes to what we're doing next, there's a lot of people working in the economic development world. The big three, I'll call them. I'll call them the big three. These are the people that when you look at kind of what we're doing on the outer, as far as like the promotion of the city outside of the city, that I look at. So if I'm looking at the three people that run the organizations that are predominantly economic development driven, it's Scott Martin, who's the CEO of the Norman Chamber. It is Dan Shem, who is the director of Visit Norman, and you've got Lawrence McKinney, the CEO of NEDC, the Norman Economic Development Coalition. These are three people that you will want to know and get to know and be a part of because they all are bringing a lot of people here. They're building an ecosystem. Now, underneath that, there is a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of systems in place that are exciting. You look at this city, we have a retail coordinator. I said we've got the city council. We've got the mayor who has a vision. We have the University of Oklahoma. We've got our art community, nonprofit community. Everybody has a vision, but it's a matter of like getting that vision out and then attracting businesses in and attracting organizations in and attracting people in that bring value to our community. Because again, reminder, we will grow. We are going to grow. We are going to grow quickly. We are going to grow with a lot going on. So we need to be ready for that. That is not even, again, a question of whether we are going to grow or not. We will grow. So now we need to get around that and say, okay, what does that growth look like? What do we want it to look like? There's a lot of visioning going on. There's a lot of people taking a lot of comments, and I suggest you do that. Whether it's we're going through the city, the chamber, NEDC, there's a lot of people doing presentations on the visions. That's great. There's been a lot of progress made. I mean, you look at all the struggles and stuff that people went through, whether it is the North Park development or you got the Classen development on the east side. You've got all these things that are happening, but they're happening in kind of space. You got downtowners. Do they all work symbiotically together? Do they promote each other? Do they cross-promote each other? Are we looking at areas where we can actually build on that? Is there more that we can do east side, south side, north side, northwest side? The west side has done very well. I said, do we honor the west side? You know, I mean, they've been a long-standing economic engine for Norman, and then we're seeing it kind of progress east. But we want to again honor East Side, West Side, and all the different parts of Norman. Central Norman is walkable. It's amazing. The farmers markets down there. There's just a lot of synergy and energy that's happening, and I want to be able to share that. So that is the vision for what I'm doing here. That is, if you have something that you're growing, or you have a development that's coming, or you have a new project that's coming, get it to me. I'm going to share it. I will share it on my Facebook page. I also, once I get my YouTube channel up and running, I will be sharing this video on there as the first introduction video tomorrow after 2 o'clock is when it will go up on the YouTube channel. At that point, I'll be starting to pull videos and things like that and upload them and get them onto that YouTube channel so that when people search, they can search for Future Growth and Vision Norman, and they will see that. And again, it's good to hand this to whether it's developers, people wanting to move here, people wanting to live here or spend time here. I'll have all kinds of things on this Facebook page as well as the YouTube channel. It is an opportunity for me to share the story of Norman. And again, understand, it is a positive spin. I recognize that. I recognize that every city has all the realities of being a city. There are so many places you can go and explore those options, those histories, and have those discussions, and I encourage you to do it. I recognize that. I also recognize that there's a space for just putting out there who we are and what we're about and how we're growing. Because we are competing with several cities. We're competing with Moore, Oklahoma. We're competing with Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We're competing with Edmond and Midwest City and Yukon. And that's just in the Oklahoma City metro area. That's not Tulsa, Owasso, Jenks, and Broken Arrow, all the places in the Northeast. That's also not Texas and other places that we compete with as well. So we've got to have our best foot forward, and we need a rapid response economic development team, because if we don't have that rapid response and we hesitate, the deal is done. And so that is a hard thing to remember and learn. I learned this from small towns because, again, I grew up in Altus. I grew up in a small town. They were behind. They were real behind. So they didn't have that team available. They didn't make it until later. And now they are quick. I mean, it's like you need something done, boom, quick, it gets done. And then they're moving faster, they're progressing faster, they're growing more. I mean, just the retail in downtown in that city is amazing. So I'll be looking at other cities, kind of what they're doing. I'll also be looking at what innovative, creative things we can do. I think neighborhood building is a big part of what Norman needs to do. Why? Because we have it. You look at places like Midway Deli, you look at the Mont, you look at where we have the Earth. So you look at places within communities that really build that cultural center of a neighborhood. I love that. I love that part of who we are. Like, that is an identity for us. But there's other neighborhoods that maybe don't have that same community that could be built around it. Maybe you have a park that you guys have a meeting every year, or maybe there's a chance for, holiday celebrations, which I know we just got out of. But the thought that next year we could expand our celebration from downtown to all parts of Norman and all areas of Norman is fantastic. We have a lack of housing. We all know we have a lack of housing. Why? Because we have people buying up houses as fast as we can build them. And so what do we do? What does that look like? Where does it go? Is it infill? Is it something we're trying to do in the city? The boundaries of Norman are going to grow and change. I would love to tell you that we're going to stop at 48th. I would love to say that on the east side. The reality, probably not. I mean, I wish I could say that, but that's the reality of it. We're going to go north. I mean, already they're going north. We're going to go south. But we're going to go south so far because then we're near Noble. I mean, that's what's going to happen. So we do have boundaries in some places that we have to be aware of. But again, building our partnerships, recognizing the people that are doing great things. And I love that. I love that with the new mayor coming in, The chamber and the NEDC has been touring all of our businesses in Norman and showcasing the weather cluster that we have here. You look at Johnson Controls and the international impact and national impact that they have. I mean, so I love that we are highlighting like Chickasaw Nation Industries. I mean, the things that we have here that have that huge impact. I love that. I believe in the growth of our businesses here. I also understand that a city our size that is growing as fast as it is growing is going to need more services, more businesses, and we're going to need more economics to happen, or we're going to be in a bit of a situation. And so we need to make sure that we're getting tourism dollars in. Why? Because they make us money. As a tourism is a huge business, and it is exponentially per dollar higher when you bring people in, when they spend money here, they hang out here, they go to sporting events here. That's why Norman Forward's incredible. Norman Forward's been incredible for all of you that voted for it or promoted it or have come around to love it. Thanks. I said why? Because that is incredible to see the fields go in and the soccer tournaments that are going to be possible and baseball tournaments and just bringing people into the city. That's fantastic. It is amazing. So we are in a place that is very exciting. I am going to start pushing that out. My number one thing that I need, because you're like, well, there's got to be a need. What do you want? Is always the question. Well, what I am here to do is simply to promote what you're doing. I just want to share it. So if you have something you want me to tell people that we're doing, let me know. Put it in the comments below. Private message me on this page. When I get the YouTube channel up and running, you'll be able to comment there. You'll be able to send me a video if you want me to put a video on. And I'll look at that video format on YouTube and what it looks like, whether I do a weekly show about it. That's probably what will happen. Also do a weekly show on kind of like what's happened in Norman this week or what events are coming up this week to really kind of push that a little bit and get an up-to-date content ready for Norman. If there's something else you would like me to cover, please let me know. I will also be talking about have resources available as far as when meetings are scheduled. By the way, on the 5th, there is an economic development agenda available at normanok.gov where you can sit and listen to the Economic Development Committee. That's part of our city government. It's who we are. Your council members, you can talk to them if you have questions about economic development activity. That's a good opportunity. Most wards have ward pages. You can go on there and also look and see what's happening in that individualized ward. So that's important. When we're looking at elections and there's a survey that went out that dealt with an arena in Norman and the shopping around it. If you haven't taken that, please take that one because it lets them have a good idea of what people want and kind of where they want it and what their thoughts are. And it takes the temperature of Normanites, of those that are here, because again, you have to understand who a Normanite is. Normanites are several different people. It could be that you are a permanent resident, you live here, you have a house here, and you're here this whole time. Well, also Normanites are students who are here temporarily. They're here for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, and then they're gone. They're all kind of part of Norman. So it is the unique nature of college towns where you have students that come in and then they leave again. So you have to really look at what that means. We also have professors that do the same thing. They come in, they live in Norman for 9 months. They come in August, they will leave in May. They will go back and live wherever they're from, whether it's California or Michigan or East Coast, West Coast, or wherever they are. So they're temporary residents here, but they have a great impact here. So that's also important. Are we going to try and attract those professors to come and live here and stay here? We've built partnerships with the university, working with students to keep them here. A Million Cups, I love that. That's the entrepreneurial ecosystem that we're developing. There's just a lot happening. Sarah Kaplan, if you have any questions about retail in Norman, get a hold of her. I believe she's our retail coordinator for the city. There's just a lot of people. There's a lot of things going on, and I can't wait to share it. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I can't wait to meet all my new neighbors, the neighbors that haven't even gotten here yet, that are thinking about moving. It's great. It's a great place to live. It's very nice. We have good people here. Our school systems are incredible. We have incredible teachers, incredible high schools, and we just have an amazing religious community that has a diverse religious community. So, whatever your world religion, we've got a space for you to worship here. That is amazing and incredible unto itself. And we are humbled and honored and blessed to have everybody here. So, again, we welcome you. Welcome to Norman. Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma. There's no place like it. It is an incredible space. We welcome you here. We can't wait to do business with you. We can't wait to create those memories with you and really have you be a part of our community. So I look forward to being that voice for this community. I look forward to the economic development opportunities I get to share with you and the things I get to tell you now and the things that I have to wait a little bit because it might not be ready to be released. So keep watching and find out what's happening. This will be the place for you to find out what is happening in Norman when it comes to our growth, our future, and who we are. So thank you, and I cannot wait to partner with you, and we look forward to everything going on.